And I'm not going to lie, this is going to be tough for Bilit. This is very tough for me. He's wearing the Eve tag.
Gonna try to channel some of your energy, but even still.
Gonna try and channel 2 specific sets that I had versus Daytripper, and not the other like 38 that I lost.
Yeah, trying to tap into that energy here, as we have game 1 on Battlefield.
And no hand warmers, we're just getting into it.
Yeah, they are getting into it here. So Daytripper actually going off a little bit, but
gets that slide off. Yeah. So yeah, Daytripper, the reason why they just didn't tech there, it might seem like a flub, but they were actually trying to get a slide off and just go to ledge real quick, but they just barely didn't have enough of momentum and just ended up getting the mistech and getting forward smash for it. So Bilit coming out with a stock lead here.
Ooh, but gets the up smash, does Daytripper, and evens it up. So 27% here. Does get a little bit of a backer. I like the air dodge up, escaping pressure. But those up airs coming out. The triple not going to kill just yet, but now is in that range where up smash is going to kill. Gets the dash attack. Up throw, up air.
Yeah, and that's that situation where like Puff is off stage and has already used some jumps is something that Daytripper has really tried to optimize. Daytripper has a lot of really creative ways to get shines, really creative ways to get like Puff back off stage, loop the situation and whatnot. It's something that a lot of Foxes kind of just leave on the table. They're just like, oh, I can't edgeguard Puff, whatever. But the thing is, you can. Like, not every time. It's not consistent. It's not like a Marth versus Fox edgeguard, but you can make it happen. You can do stuff. You can make stuff, you know, work if you get the read and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think that Daytripper's trying to optimize like every single aspect of this matchup, and I can say firsthand that like it can just feel so suffocating. You know, it's one of those players where it's like you're like, it feels like they're always like doing the right thing. Like they're backing up when you're trying to go in, or they're intercepting you when you try to go in, and then when you try to back up, like they're just like finding a way to get in your face. Like it's just like no matter which way you turn, it feels like there's just like the demon of Fox.
Yeah,
you know?
It's kind of like this. Like Daytripper in real life, great guy, like Jedi mentality. But like in the game, you just got like this like Sith, like just the dark side clouds me. It's just like I cloud it in like when I actually have that opportunity. And I feel like Bilit's had some situations here where he could have taken advantage of Daytripper off stage, but just kind of throwing out aerials haphazardly rather than intentionally. And that's what so far has given Daytripper the 3-stock lead.
But that's the thing though, is like Daytripper is like such a like you know, such a force in this game that it throws you off your game, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not playing as like, you know, you're getting smothered, you're getting owned, and then you finally get your chance and you're like antsy and you're like, I'll try to do this, right? But then you know, you gotta stay calm and you gotta avoid, you know, you gotta break out of the genjutsu. You gotta get out of there. You gotta make sure that you're like, you know, still taking your time, still thinking it through, even though they don't really give you that much time.
Yeah. I think the tough part is, too, that, you know, Daytripper is just so good at those like, instant up airs, basically. Not in terms of, like, the actual tech of, like, instant up airs, but, like, he gets somewhere instantly with that up air.
Yes. It feels like before you even have a chance to think about it, they're there.
Yes.
They're there just, like, hitting you for it.
Yep.
And, like, you really need to be conscious about everything. Like, you need to be conscious about your drift, you need to be conscious about your spacing, you need to be conscious about when you're going in, how many jumps you have, what position you're in, all this stuff. Like,
Kevin just knows aggression. Like, that's just the reason why Daytripper is #1 in MDBA is because you just feel suffocated, and especially at a local.
And this is what I'm talking about. Bilit has no jumps.
You know his strengths. You know that he is so strong as a player. That just will get you into situations where you're like, oh, I have some life. Okay, now I don't.
Yeah.
And it's suffocating.
Something that I said that Rainey actually like quoted in their top 100 blurb, which is funny, was that like they have such a like they can express themselves with their characters so effectively that it just feels like you can't do anything. It feels suffocating. Yeah. It's kind of infuriating, you know? You're like, oh my god, like it's just.
Yeah. It's infuriating, not in a frustrating way, but in like a I need a cigarette after this sort of way. Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I gotta grind.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta make something happen next time.
How many days was I playing Uncle Punch? Was that enough? Probably not. You know.
I gotta get in the freaking time skip anime training arc, bro.
True.
But yeah, I think picking here is like a good choice. I like FOD. It just like it lets you get those like, you know, key kind of like you know, scramble situations where you can get those up throws, get those rests, get those tech chases, all that stuff. The only problem is that, like, you don't live quite as long as you do on Dreamland. So with a player like Daytripper that's also like really good at connecting those up throw uppers and getting those grabs, like you can still just die, like basically the same as you would on Battlefield.
Yeah.
So yeah, and both of these games are also like, Bilit does like kind of well that first stock, and then Daytripper just kind of ramps up, and it's just tough.
Yeah. Although playing better than game 1 in this scenario.
Yeah, I think Bilit's kind of moving a little bit more, getting a little bit more of these edge guards, but.
Yeah. They're just staying in the game plan.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that
And
side B clip going to do it
went
though.
for the up B, that same spot, and Bilit stayed on stage to try and get the side B. Gets in the same spot, Bilit tries to go out there for the up B, then side B gets the clip. And
Yeah.
it's like, this is what I'm talking about, where it's like they just, it feels like they're just omniscient, you know, just picking the right option every time.
Exactly. And that is going to do it for game 2. Game 3 now on Dreamland.
Yeah, change of scenery. I don't blame Bilit for going for this. Did die pretty early, all things considered, in that last game. So trying to get, like, on this stage, the biggest thing, I think, is that up throw upper kill window is not as big, right? Like, it's just like it kills later, so there's less of a percent before it stops working. The only thing is Daytripper knows those percents very, very well and has a very good understanding of it. And so, like, and like I said on the other set, this stage can feel very frustrating if you do lose that lead, because Fox can just kind of run away, use those platforms, use those lasers, use all this space that you have, and it just makes it really hard to make something happen if you're in a deficit.
Yeah.
And I think that that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Like, Daytripper knows that with all this space, they don't have to force something to happen. You know, they're in the lead. And Puff's a slow character, so it's like, you know, why go in and make, you know, her burst movement actually matter when you can just, like, you know, keep it back and then go in every now and then and just catch them off guard.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just, you know, it's just hard. They're really good at this matchup. Like I said, I've only lost, you can count the amount of Puffs that Daytripper has lost to ever on one hand.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah. Without even using the thumb.
Yes.
Yeah. Up air. Tries to get some laser damage. Gets the back air. 38% still in freshman 40 range. Let's see if Bella gets a hit. Right now it is looking okay.
Oh, gets the up smash.
Gets
Oh! Yeah,
Tough.
that forward tilt was definitely an accident. He either wanted to do F smash or just nothing and wanted to rest.
Yeah, shaking his head. He knows that might have been the set right there. As Daytripper just trying to clean up, get out of here, get into top 8. As this is the top 8 qualifier.
Yeah, this is winner's quarters, top 8 qualifier.
Top 8 qualifier. As Daytripper just needs one more good sequence and is on the top 8.
Yeah, and this is possibly a 4-stock, which is what I'm saying. Like, I promise you guys, like, this stage can be a double-edged sword, as you guys can see from this game. Like, I know it doesn't.
Oh, tries to up B.
All right, never mind, my bad.
No 4-stock, yeah.
No 4-stock.
You're going for something crazy. Is that a thing? You can like up B.
I mean, like,
there?
nah, like it was definitely just a stunt, but like, if it hit, it probably would have killed.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
Wow, and that's what Haas calls the Malachi killer. That shine on shield, get them, bait them out to do something, and then you full hop and then fall with the up air.
Love that.
So if the opponent's just a little too antsy, you can kind of catch some lag.